halfway through the episode, right? She turns to me. She said, "Steven, that's Ethan Hawke."
Oh my God, it's Ethan Hawke!
I didn't notice at first. He was doing such a good job at first that I didn't even notice that was Ethan Hawke. But once I noticed that was Ethan Hawke,
Me neither.
like right as soon as I noticed, I'm like, Jake, is this Jake?
Jake.
Jake. Go look at Thor and Loki and make them Venom and Spider-Man, and it would work. And then you could do a Spider-Man versus Venom movie, like that would be blockbuster. Spider-Man versus Venom. Fuck Idris Elba and all of them over there. Okay,
All right,
Sonic
first of
is
all,
going down. This is the new. This is for us millennials. Okay, this is our Sonic versus Mario. Okay. Okay, we are back. We are back. We are back. I don't know why this feels like
like we never left.
right. This to me, this feels like it's been such a long time. But you know,
It's been a week.
it's been a week. All right, so we are here. Welcome to the Uncringe Podcast. I am your host, GC Rex. I go by Rex or GC Rex. Name is Steven, and I am a game developer, YouTuber, and podcaster. I guess. I have to put that on there now.
Yeah.
I'm right,
I put that on
I'm here
LinkedIn.
on the LinkedIn. I could do that. It doesn't matter who listens. I could still put it on there.
True.
I got a funny story about that too, by the way. And I am joined with, who are you again? I almost forgot.
I believe my name is Denzel, aka Denzel Green.
Okay.
Comedian,
There we go. Yo,
TikToker,
okay.
videographer, and all-around cool guy.
Okay. So I am here with Yo Boy Denzel, aka Yo Boy Denzel Comedy on TikTok. You can find him setting shit on fire over there. You can find him in the stage, wherever you could look it up, you could find it. And we are the Uncringed Podcast. We talk anime, video games, manga, anything nerd related shows, Marvel, DC, and yeah, that's it. That's us. That's what we're here for. That's what we talk about.
Indeed.
And we have a great show for you guys today. So,
really,
where do you want to start with
What's on the docket?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm really excited to talk about Moon Knight because we finally get a Batman form. So
finally,
yeah, I finally get to see a good Batman. I hate Batman. I'm allowed to dislike Batman
because I'm about to smack my phone.
All right, I don't dislike Batman. I'm just not a fan of Batman. I grew up a Spider-Man kid, so you know I didn't like DC. So this is a Batman that I can get into. Yeah, Moon Knight is cool. I like Moon Knight.
Batman.
He's basically sleepy Batman. He's sleepy Batman. That's what he is. He's Batman. He just got to go to sleep first. Okay. That's all he is. He's vampire Batman. Moon Knight is vampire Batman. Am I wrong?
Adderall Batman.
He's Adderall Batman. That's what he is. He goes and fights crime at night when he goes to sleep. That's what he does.
The world's most dangerous sleepwalker.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. He's dangerous, bro. He'll come put hands on you just by going to sleep.
That's a whole fact.
That's crazy. Batman is...
What is the one?
Okay. Moon Knight episode 1. I was hearing that they released a lot of episodes early, and it got great reception. So I went into this Not early in terms of to the public. I mean to the critics. They released early.
Because Disney's just out then.
Nah, no. They released a lot of episodes early to the critics, so a lot of people were taken aback that they did so, but it had a lot of good critical acclaim. So I went into this with high expectations. Um, Purposely, outside of this podcast, I did not watch any trailers. So I wanted to go in as
Really?
blind as I could. Yes. I watched the one with you, and then I did not watch anything else to be as blind as possible.
Uh huh.
And I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I was trying to figure out what was going on halfway through the episode because I didn't see the trailer. So
Hmm.
everything, it was I got built up properly. They
Indeed.
they they worked it through in a way that was very cinematic and interesting. They breadcrumbed me all the way to the end, and I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it.
Man, it's funny that what's it called? It's funny that you should say that you went in blind because I did watch all the trailers, and I still feel like I because the trailers had very little information. I much about Moon Knight going in as I did a year ago, as I did 5 years ago. I know about
Right.
this person. I wasn't even sure this was
Right.
a real character, quite honestly. Like, what's it called? They
Yeah,
said,
he's like
okay,
the
well,
character you hear about that has he has like a card or something like that.
uh huh.
It's like you open a pack of cards and you want the rare Spider-Man and you get 6 Moon Knights. Like that was the character they picked back in the day. Like who the hell is this? I don't want this bullshit. That's what you think about. But Marvel has a way of
I
making
got Luke
these,
Cage.
yeah, these uncommons. Yeah, they have a way of making uncommons interesting. So, you know, I
Yeah, they made this comic interesting.
very interesting. I enjoyed it. What do you think is gonna happen? Where do you think this is going?
I don't know.
Like, how do you
That's
think he ties
the
into
crazy
the
thing about.
MCU?
I'm not even sure if he's gonna like tie like directly at this point because I'll explain it. Like the first episode does a job of setting everything up. It sets up
Right,
your main character. It sets up who your villain. It even sort of teases that what the goings on of this world and what's going on with characters happening.
right,
But I have no idea where the story can go, which isn't a bad thing because
right.
like predictable story. But I have no idea where the story can go because I'm not even sure what the story is yet. On top of that, this feels like the first MCU show that I've seen that feels like it's piggybacking off of what else happened in MCU. There's no mention of the blip or the snap.
So far,
No mention of the multiverse.
so far,
No mention, huh? Yeah, so far, so far. But
yeah,
I can't even see how it would get introduced because this story from what's so far is so far removed from time stones and multiverses and sorcerer supremes and all this other stuff. Like it's Egyptian god, sleepy Batman, and really, really, really enjoys the fact that he has a Libra scale tattoo. He's heavily
right.
into astrology and he's to lethal effect.
Yo, I was watching it, so I watched this with my wife. Right, we were watching it. We watch all the Marvel shows,
Uh huh.
and we're watching it, and I'm like, "Who the hell is that?" Like I reckon, like we're always excited. Who the hell is that? I know him, and she's
Uh
like,
huh.
yeah, I know him too. Halfway through the episode, right? She turns to me. She said,
Uh huh.
"Steven, that's Ethan Hawke."
Oh my god, it's Ethan Hawke!
I said, "Oh,
Oh,
this is Ethan Hawke from Training Day that's playing the
oh my
villain."
god.
Now it makes so much
Wait,
sense because like he,
that
this
was
is
Ethan.
Ethan Hawke from
Oh,
Training
wait a
Day.
minute.
That's Ethan Hawke is the villain. Ethan Hawke is the villain, and I think it's so funny because he's looking for the scarab, and he goes to Moon Knight. He's like, "Where's the scarab?"
Uh-huh.
He's like, "It's one problem, Jake. You got no witnesses. You got no witnesses." He's like, "Where's the scarab?
You
You
stole the
got no
scale.
witnesses."
What you can prove? You want to go to jail? You want to
Right?
go home?
You want to go to jail? You want to go home? You want the scarab? You want to go home? Like, he can't catch a break no matter where he goes. It's a wrap for him, bro.
You
Ethan
have
Hawke.
basketball and Avengers Tower.
Yo,
23,
somebody
get
gonna
the
bring up,
rat.
right? Yo, Scarab Day, bro. Yo. Oh my god. Yo.
Training night with a K.
Yo, training night. This is really training day too. That's all this is. Except the main character's Moon Knight. The main character's Moon Knight.
That's why he
That's
keeps
all it
passing
is.
out. That's why he keeps on passing
Exactly.
out in and out of consciousness. I know he like to get wet.
Yeah. I know. Yo, he like to get wet. Yo, he is getting wet, bro. Every time he does that shit with his hands where he grabs you. Nah,
Uh-huh.
bro.
Like, nah, man,
I'm
that's
cool.
Angel dust. Like the drug. Nah, I got it from Angel. We're introducing the X-Men in the show.
He went to Moon Knight. He was like, yo, you comfortable? He's like, oh, I'm very comfortable with my cut.
The
Yo.
boy's in his
Oh
head.
my
Just breathe,
God.
dog.
Just breathe. Just breathe. Yo. He was like, yo, give me the sky. He was like, hold on now. I'm surgical with this shit now. I'm surgical with this shit.
That's
Soon as
how Wayne was beating up that monster casket.
you want close?
That guy in the town that I put in the wheelchair. How you think he got there?
You see what I'm saying? Like, I thought that the casting was. I couldn't take him serious once I figured out he was Ethan Hawke, but I don't know how to take that because I didn't notice at first. He was doing such a good job at first that I didn't even notice that that was Ethan Hawke. But once I noticed that was Ethan
Me
Hawke,
neither.
like right as soon as I noticed, I'm like, Jake, is this Jake?
Jack.
Jake. Yo, yo. As soon as he left with the scarab, he was like, yo, you gotta be fucking me, Jake. Where's the scarab? Yo. Oh shit, I couldn't take him serious no more, bro. I couldn't. And he did such a good job. He did
His
such a good
weakness is
job,
poker
bro.
games with Mexican gangsters.
Oh man. He was like, yo, you understand it's just business, you know? It's just business. I had to get the scarab. As soon as he did this with the scarab, he put it back in his hand. Oh man. I couldn't take him serious. I was really trying to get immersed. And as soon as I realized I was Jake, I just had so many jokes in my head. I was
Oh
crying the
my
whole
god.
time, bro. Oh, but he's doing a good job. I don't want to get that lost on it. He
Yeah.
looks good as the villain. It's just the jokes
Like
write
he feels
themselves.
threatening, but he's not like trying hard to be threatening. It feels like he
Right.
genuinely wants to do the right thing. It's just that the right
Right.
thing in his head is murder old ladies by telling them, "Hey yo, you might have been a good person, but you were probably gonna step on a ladybug, so you
Yeah.
gotta die."
It's just something about judging people based on the scales on your arm that makes you a villain. You know, it's not you. It's the
Uh-huh.
scales. It's the scales, right? It's the it's the
Yeah.
tattoo. It's not you.
It's literally, it's not me, it's you.
Right. Right. She was like, "No, I'm a good person." He was like, "I believe you. It's just scales, you know." You know?
He's like, the problem is, I think you're a good person. But according to these scales, you're the social security check, grandma.
Exactly. Yesterday's good is not today's good, Grandma. I'm sorry. That's the rap. I'm sorry. You can't. There's nothing we can do. All right. You didn't make it. So I thought it was good though. I'm not gonna lie. When they were writing, what song did they play? I don't know the name of it, but it fits so well. When he was in the truck, I was crying the whole
There
time.
was a
They used
whole
that as
bunch
an
of good
action
like
scene.
song drops, but what was the name of it?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh
I
yeah, before you go,
wake me up when you.
go.
They killed it. They killed it. They killed it. That was
It
dope.
was like one of the most on the nose queens, but it works.
Right. Now let me. All right. So now let's get into theory crafting a little bit. How do
Let's
you
hear
think
it.
this man got his powers? How the hell did he get these powers? He works in a
Okay.
museum. Do you think
Uh
it
huh.
came from the museum, or do you think he had this ability before?
Now, my fan theory. I'm trying not to go back to the well of is probably CP and Angel Dust. However, I what I do know of the character from extensive research,
Hmm.
aka Wikipedia yesterday. What I do know about the
What else? What
character,
else research is there? Hmm.
what I do know about the character is that his powers typically, sometimes, maybe comes from an Egyptian god as the
A
fist of
vessel,
justice. Yeah,
right?
essentially. But then apparently, his origins and his changes a lot. Like a lot, a lot. Like at one point, he was
Hmm.
literally just supposed to be Marvel Batman. Like he's a rich dude. He dresses up. He has gadgets, and he's not the Dark Knight. And he uses alternate personality and whatnot. Now, oh no,
Yeah,
it could still be he from an Egyptian god. Magic exists in the MCU. So that's
right.
plausible. It's not like he's going crazy. But at the same time, this man clearly has some mental issues. So it could all be in his head. Who knows? He could be beating the hell out of these things. And it's like normal people. And he's a.
I will say this. I'm somebody. I watched WandaVision, right? But I did not have the week to
Mm-hmm.
week experience that a lot of people had because I binged the show,
uh,
right?
so he
I
didn't
was
experience.
still
It's Mephisto every time a red balloon.
no, I did not. I did not. And I heard that the sewer was a big deal when the guy came out the sewer. Everybody was losing their minds and all types of
Like,
shit. I didn't experience
oh,
any of that.
this guy.
Right. I didn't experience any of that. Luckily, I have enough of that with One Piece week to week. So
Oh
this
Lord.
series, I feel like we're gonna have a lot of that week to week because I don't think they're
Uh huh.
going traditional Moon Knight. I think they're probably taking a lot from his stories, and they're probably uh
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of mixing going on here. I can feel it, but it
Uh huh.
looks like the product is good. I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the best intro episodes I've seen. It wasn't a
Same. I
slow
think it's the
burn. It was,
strongest intro
you
episode
know,
for all shows.
except for Loki. Loki had a lot of lore that made me excited, but I think Moon Knight had a little bit of everything. It was action, interesting lore, interesting character. I'm excited to see the
Uh
next
huh.
episode. But Loki just made
It
me
feels
excited.
like.
Like, what does this mean? For everything.
Uh huh.
So
Was it go? I feel like this is the first time in the MCU like justify its own existence within the first episode. Loki, you're gonna watch it. It's WandaVision, you're gonna watch it. It's Wanda and Vision. He's Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You're gonna watch it because everybody saw Civil War. And with Moon Knight, it's like who, what, why? Like with that, you gotta actually you gotta try because there's no like pre-established connection to this character. And I feel like they
facts.
nailed that because now I'm like invested. I want to know like, who is this guy? Is he really just a museum worker? Is he
Yeah,
just like putting up a front? Who's his
yeah.
other
And
personality? Why does he get a separate name?
now let's be fair. This is what I will say. I feel
Uh
like
huh.
that's Marvel's strong suit because let's go all the way back to the beginning. I'm gonna be totally honest, and I don't care what anyone out there says to me. Right? I'm damn near 30 at this point. I've seen everything happen
Hmm.
in this superhero comic book world. I remember wishing for this to happen, and I remember seeing
Hmm.
it happen. Nobody gave a fuck about the Avengers. Iron Man was corny for the most part,
True.
right? Not the movie, the character. We're talking about just the character. As a people, we liked X Men, Spider Man,
Uh huh.
Superman, and
Hmm.
Batman. That was it.
That's it.
Everybody else, you're going a little too deep in the comic book waters. You're a nerdy type
Uh
dude.
huh.
If you go deeper than that, maybe you have
The
a
hell you
deep
mean he
cut from when
speaks
you was a
underwater to
kid.
fish?
Yeah, like Aquaman. You like Aquaman? Like you trying to be edgy a little bit. And it's cool. Maybe you read a comic here or there, but like you don't know enough to like watch a movie and say, no, that's comically inaccurate.
Uh,
Marvel's very good at taking characters that are kind of known but kind of not known and making the story very interesting, which is what they did with Iron Man, right?
True.
And I think that's their strong suit. But is it also because we just don't know Moon Knight that this is interesting? This is like fresh eyes.
I don't know because to that same effect, like people knew Black Panther, but premium.
Me
I
neither.
just knew that he dressed up like a cat and he did a flippity flip,
I
and that was
knew
it.
that's it.
Uh huh.
But
And
that's their
now,
strong suit. Yeah, that's Marvel's strong suit is taking characters like that and giving them depth and like a relatable story. It's the characters
hmm
like Spider-Man or Thor. If you notice, Thor is the most recognizable Avenger next to Captain America, but Captain America is pretty bland in terms of Captain America is just a premise, right? He's not really a character with.
he's
He's a symbol, so it's kind of easy to add your own storyline to him, and
hmm
it's arguable to say whether they were successful or not. But Thor was probably the most established Avenger, and he's to me the
really.
worst MCU. I think he would. If you named the original four, maybe Hulk would be the most established. But I'm talking about in terms of films they make. He's the most established
Okay.
character out of the three, right?
Uh huh.
Wouldn't you say? Him, Captain America, and Iron Man. Who was the most
Yeah, they're like
popular?
the main three.
Yeah, out of the main three, Thor would probably be the most recognizable, and he's the worst to me. Cause I'm
Really?
watching. I know Loki. I know Odin. I know how Thor talks. I know what his abilities are. I know what Mjolnir was. Mjolnir. Don't kill me. Um,
Wow. I'm at you correct yourself. Still got it wrong.
you know how people say things wrong just to get attention, so you post a mean comment.
And people run this clip back and be like, "Yeah, I know Thor, owner.
And
The top 10
engagement.
things the Uncringed podcast gets wrong."
Engagement is engagement. Right? Go ahead and tell me how stupid I am. Go right ahead.
It'll end up on Watch Mojo list.
As soon as I hear that, dun dun, uncringe podcast. Got wrong. No, Thor. Thor is the most recognizable. So when I was watching that film, it was easy for me to be like, "Oh, what the hell is this? What's going on here? Why is this like that?" It was
hmm
easier for me to do that, even though they kind of. I think the first Thor movie is the best of the three because it was. Yeah, I think so. I like their dry humor with Thor. I like the like weird seriousness of it
Uh-huh.
contrasted with the humans. Like, what the hell is going on here? Like the humans are like,
And
is
all
this
the Dutch
real? Like,
angles.
yeah, I like how Thor took himself so seriously, and everybody was like, what the hell is going on with this guy? I thought that was interesting. Then they just flipped it later on, which whatever. But I liked that. But for me, it was hard for me to give the movie a pass because I knew Thor already. So this was so different to
Uh-huh.
me.
He
And
was doing
I
his
think
Mjolnir.
his Mjolnir,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Mjolnir,
Yeah.
Mjolnir,
Put a German spin on it.
his Mjolnir, whatever,
Peter Molyneux.
whatever the hell, Peter, Peter Pettigrew, whatever hammer. I don't care. I don't care what you call it. All right, whatever that hammer is called. All right. I know what it was called. All right. I know how to read it. Okay. I don't know how to say it. Leave me alone. All right. So that's my point. I knew a little bit about Thor going into the movie. It made it a little bit harder to watch, even though I think what they were trying to do was good. And I think that
hmm
that formula works better with shows like Moon Knight and Black Panther and whatever, because we didn't know anything about these characters.
No.
Yeah, that's why I don't like
If
that.
anybody says that they were the biggest Moon Knight fan is a liar.
That's a fact. That is a
Like,
fact.
finally, my favorite hero is shut that cloud chase.
That's a fact. You fucking cloud chaser, bro. I need to see a comic. Anybody talking about their new Moon Knight, I need you to go dig out a comic real quick and show me.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I do not believe you. Okay?
The original one, where he
Yeah.
was
Original.
apparently supposed to be like fighting werewolves. I
That's
just realized was a thing. Like this suit wasn't supposed to be like just like white. It was supposed to like originally the suit was like silver because he mainly fought werewolves, which is why he is the
ah
Moon Knight.
ah Oh
And
wait, so
then some looked at a mummy movie and said, "Nah, I think I know where we're gonna get the money from."
it sounded like they just had a character they wanted to be like Batman, and they just kept making twists and turns until it worked.
He
That's what
has
it
a
sounded like.
helicopter.
Yeah. Either way, I'm excited for it, and I think that we're gonna get some interesting twists and turns in this series because I don't know where the hell we're going. I'm excited so far. I feel bad for the dude so far. Like I like the character so far.
Uh huh.
You know, I can
Like,
relate
yo,
to that.
he's going through it.
That man,
Like,
that
yo,
man's
he wakes
struggling.
up, gets nearly assassinated, date, orders a steak. My man don't know how to order steak. Finds out
He ordered a well
he's
done
2 days
steak.
late for his date.
He's eating well done steak. I feel for this man. He's struggling out here in his life.
He's eating solid hamburger helper on a date by
Oh my
himself.
god.
And
He keep
he
replacing
wakes
his
up.
fish. Come on, bro. I
Oh
feel
man.
for him. I want him to win. I want him to win. All
This is
right.
like the
He
world's
woke
most
up.
intricate drug PSA. Don't do crack, kids. You'll buy a
Don't.
goldfish and beat people up in Scandinavia.
I'm excited for Bootleg. I really am.
Same.
Speaking of exciting productions, Morbius.
Yeah.
No.
God damn it.
Okay. All
Yo,
right.
there's only
All right.
so many
Let's.
comic book characters Jared Leto can ruin. All right,
You think he did a
we
bad
got a
Joker?
free pass for Joker. All right, free pass for Joker because Dallas Buyers Club was like really really good, and that other stuff you were in was like really really good,
Mm-hmm.
and then you decided like people guess for the Joker. We're like, you know what? None of the DC films were good at this point. So you know what? That might just be that's probably not even your fault. Aside from the
Mm-hmm.
method acting and sending his coworkers dead rats and whatnot.
Oh my
But this is bad. Every single
I haven't
review,
seen it. I haven't
I
seen it, but I yeah.
refuse to spend my money on it. Now,
Yeah.
when it comes to me, I like to make my own opinion after watching a movie. However, the one time where I know that I'm probably gonna have to win every review from every site, every YouTuber says the same thing. It's garbage.
Mm-hmm.
The writing is bad. The effects are bad. There's a side character who's more interesting than the main character. And on top of
Always.
that,
Yeah.
is a PG-13 vampire movie that's too afraid to show blood or show Morbius, the living vampire. Drink. No.
Yeah. I'm not interested at all. Um. I don't know. Is this even an MCU film? I hope to God not.
Yeah. Spoilers
Nah, bro.
ahead for anybody who hasn't seen Morbius and is seriously considering spending their hard-earned money on Morbius. I
Mm-hmm.
assume it's hard-earned. If you pushed some old lady over and took it out of her purse, maybe will spend that money. However, spend old lady stolen money on a. This is spoiler warning, just for you. It's kind of maybe sort of ish connected to the MCU. You remember Vulture from Spider-Man: Homecoming,
Yes.
and you remember how they put him in the trailer as if he was going to be a big part of the movie.
Yes.
So no, he's not. He's in the after credit scene. That scene that's in the trailer, that's an after credit scene, or at the very least, the two scenes of the Vulture are either very minuscule, and the main one is an after credit scene. After credit scene essentially just shows that I'm guessing due to the stuff, Vulture ended up in Morbius's universe, which I think is the same as Venom's universe, and he gets to
Mm.
try their Sinister Six move 15th time.
Okay. So it's over there, basically, and I'm happy it's over there. Keep it over there.
Over
All right.
there, but not really, because they
You could
still
call
have the
it.
same
They could call
Vulture.
it whatever they want. I just don't want to. Okay, so I'm a person that likes the continuity of the MCU. As long as I am not obligated to watch this to understand what's going on, I'm cool because I do not give a flying fuck about this movie. Now, I took a stance on the Eternals. I will have to backtrack and watch that movie at some point because it is important, and I understand that these characters are important. But I am not in the slightest bit interested to watch it.
I mean, the Incredible Hulk is
Um,
important, but I didn't watch the Hulk.
I seen the Hulk.
I don't think anybody watched the Hulk.
I seen the Hulk. That was back
Yeah,
when superhero movies were like,
I've heard it's decent.
yeah, superhero movies were basically like they were just popcorn flicks back in the day, and it
Uh-huh.
was an interesting popcorn flick. It just so happened to
Now,
have a very
you
dark
saw the
tone for no
Incredible Hulk, or
reason.
you saw Ang Lee's Hulk?
I seen every Hulk.
Oh, you poor man.
I seen them all. Okay,
Ang Lee's
seen them all.
atrocious, but yes,
Yeah,
I gotta watch the Eternals too. I just realized I've never seen that movie.
yeah, I gotta see that. I thought the Eternals were gonna be somewhat similar to Shang Chi, so I
Hmm.
kind of stayed away from both films, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try these two movies, and I tried Shang Chi, and I heard that was really good, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I watched it. Great film. Very
Real good.
happy. I got off on my high horse to watch Shang Chi because it was a great film. I really
Uh,
enjoyed it. It's up there with origin stories of like it's somewhere in that mix between Ant-Man and Thor in terms of quality of origin stories to me.
hmm.
Um, but the Eternals I heard was bad, so I'm still trying to get there. This movie Morbius, I'm not watching.
Same.
No interest. I've
I
barely
might catch
watched the Venom
like I
series.
didn't. I can't say that Venom is a great movie. I can't. It's a popcorny schlock fest. Let's go. I had my fun with it,
Right.
but nothing in me, been liking those movies, wants to go see Morbius. Just based off the trailers, based on the actions, they had to put an after credit scene exclusive character in a trailer for the movie, and then still keep him as an after credits. Like
Yeah,
this
because they
hasn't.
know what sells movies now. It's continuity that sells comic book movies now. It's not the actual comic book character in most situations, unless you're
Indeed,
giving me a blockbuster character. But if you can pay for a blockbuster character that is not connected somehow to something else, then you're just wasting money.
indeed,
Because if you're gonna go pay for, I don't know, Fantastic Four, why wouldn't you want to intertwine that movie into one of these mini universes out there?
indeed.
Um, so
Oh,
yeah,
you know
I'm
what?
not interested.
Let me ask you this question.
Shoot.
Sony, for some reason, has this infatuation with making their own Spider Verse movies. Not Spider Verse,
All right.
the animated movie. Spider Verse, as in like taking a whole bunch of Spider Man characters and pretending that having those inter movies makes it like a mini MC. Because they're setting up for a Sinister Six movie again. They tried this with the Amazing Spider Man movie. That didn't work. What's it called? Now it
Mm-hmm.
looks like this is round goddamn two. So what I wanted to ask is, do you think that there's any way that Sony could actually pull that off? And if so,
I think Sony doesn't understand what makes comic book movies good. I don't think they understand. Just like I don't think DC understands either. Um, so no, I don't. But I will say I have more faith in Sony as they are low key the pioneers of this, and they've had hits before. They've had
mhm.
decent films before. Um, I think Spider Man is the easiest superhero to make a successful movie for, so it could work, and it will be to middling success. I have no doubt. For example, Enter the Spider Verse was great apparently to everybody else, but
Yeah.
I personally just don't have interest in watching a story with 100 different Spider Mans in it. That's
Did you
just
never watch
about
Into the
that.
Spider Verse?
I've seen all of the movie in different sections. I've never sat down and watched the whole movie straight through. And I plan to because it's a good film. Like from what I know of it, it's definitely a good film. I just look at it like it's a good film. That's it. I'm not
Bro,
excited.
it's been on Netflix forever, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like the best Spider Man movie.
No cap.
Like no no no
There's
no
there,
no. Like it
that's
is
no.
like it is. If I was gonna go in a tier list, all right,
We're
it
doing
would be
Spider-Man tier list now.
huh?
We're doing
If I
Spider-Man
had
tier list
a
now.
mini tier list and I was just doing my top three in a tie, it is like S tier, God
Stop.
tier,
Stop.
Spider-Man 2,
Okay.
Spider-Man, and
Okay.
somewhere in the middle there is Spider-Verse.
That's a very grounded take that I have to kind of accept. Because if you say it's better than Spider-Man 2, I can't take you serious.
I mean, I would say that I say that it's neck and neck. It depends on on
With
the day of the week.
Spider-Man 2,
With Spider-Man 2.
this guy's nuts. Toby Maguire is
What's
goaded,
up, Danger?
and I will hear none of it. I will hear none of it. That movie, every scene is a meme. Every scene is a meme in that movie. Every scene is a
I mean,
quotable. Every scene, great performances. J. Jonah Jameson
okay, that's just
is
not
is
fair.
like come on, like who, what, they tried to copy that in Spider-Verse, and it's just not Spider-Verse, and Far From Home, and it's just not the same. It's not the
What?
same. He
JJ?
Yeah, he's an interesting character in the movie because we know him from the original trilogy, but he doesn't have the same role because he's not an actual important character anymore. He was actually an important character in the original Spider-Man series.
Yeah,
Very good
true.
character to
But
have.
I
So
kind
no,
of want to know
I
how
mean,
that
listen,
works
I'm not.
out.
I have no interest in fighting Spider-Verse versus Spider-Man 2. That's like apples and oranges. They're both good. So I will leave that alone. But I will
They
say I am not watching Morbius. Not watching
Everybody
Morbius.
needs to watch Morbius. I think the main problem movies like Morbius and Venom, and I'm pretty sure with the Sinister Six movie because it feels like that's what they're ramping up for, is
Yeah,
that Sony doesn't make the villains like at all. Venom is anti-hero, which he's kind of an anti-hero and skirts into being a hero in the comics,
right.
but he don't start out that wanting to eat people.
That's a
In the
fact.
movies, he starts out as
A good guy.
yeah, pretty much like Eddie Brock's a douchebag, and he's
That's a
supposed to
fact.
gradually change over time. Wanted to like try and do better. That doesn't happen.
Venom is
Which
not a my thing with that, Venom is not even a protagonist. Why are they making Venom a protagonist? He should
not like
be. Go ahead.
he doesn't like turn antagonist until like a good like few years of comic development and whatnot. But
Yeah,
like
until I'm already invested. Venom is a great number two. Venom is a great Scottie Pippen. Like he's
indeed,
a great Scottie Pippen. But the Michael Jordan is
good
always
Shaq.
Spider-Man. Yeah, he's a great Shaq. Like, but you need the main guy that is like driving the story, and then you have this very interesting anti-hero that just either helps you sometimes when you don't want the help
Mm-hmm.
and hurts you sometimes when you don't expect it. That this character that's autonomous of his own accord, that just moves in and out of the story seamlessly. Like that's a great character, and he's very interesting. But they decided to make him, you know,
Stand alone.
talk shit at talk shit at the convenience store as an
Uh huh.
edgy ass
Which
character. Corny,
like Venom's a fun movie.
corny to
Like
me.
I'm not gonna lie. Venom is a fun movie. I found enjoyment in Venom, but
Right?
I think it would have been more interesting
Yeah,
story if he's like started off as like a douchebag, and then through him being bonded with this absolute pinnacle of like negative energy and whatnot, being the symbiote suit,
exactly.
slowly be like, you know what, I don't want to be that guy anymore. And then over the course of the
Yeah.
movie, like say, you know what, but you
You
know,
know what? Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish.
there's some stuff we can do that can. I think we can do some actual good if we just try to be good. Stop trying to bite people's heads off.
I think that would be way more interesting. But the perfect blueprint for Venom was right
Mm-hmm.
there in front of Sony's face. And once again, they miss it because they're just not paying attention at
If you
all,
say Spider-Man
right?
3, I'm gonna have to hit you on general principle.
I mean, that's one option. But the main option, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The one blueprint for a successful Venom series or character is Loki. Thor
Huh.
is the main guy, and
Uh-huh.
Loki is the wrench. Loki is the the catalyst for the Avengers film. He's the catalyst for Thanos. He's the catalyst for a lot. And what ended up happening? He throws a wrench
He got bad.
every which way and then ends up in his own
Uh huh.
series redeeming himself. That is literally Venom, but just for Spider-Man instead of Thor. So imagine if they just took Loki and gave him his own movie being mischievous. That would be boring
Oh,
as hell.
such a good way to do Venom. Then you can have an A movie. Damn it, Sony.
Exactly. Exactly. Just take Spider-Man. Even if you did it with Andrew Garfield, that would
Uh
have been
huh.
great. Just give me
Especially
a
now,
buddy
technically
cop.
speaking, those universes can be
Yeah,
connected now. Come on, Sony.
exactly. They missed the it was the blueprint was right there for Venom. It was right
Exactly.
there. Venom
And
could
then
have
they
led into
not put.
Carnage. Venom could have led into Carnage, and Carnage could have been Thanos for their whole fucking universe, or you could have brought in Mephisto, whoever. But Venom should have been the one that was like kind of like Spider-Man, but not, and this antagonist, but sometimes is around, and you can't put your finger on him. But he's an interesting character. They
And
dropped the
they're
ball.
committed to doing this with every single one of the characters that they still have control in the comics. Like he has a sad backstory and whatnot. Like you understand that he's tortured and he has to like drink blood and he doesn't want to. The thirst is overpowering and too much, and that
Facts.
ultimately makes him a villain because he constantly gives into it.
Right. Interesting, I guess.
But they don't do that really. From
Yeah,
what this
they
is from
missed the
what I've
boat.
seen, they
Yeah,
jumped at making him misunderstood hero rather than like person who terrible thing. Like it would be a much more interesting movie if they went the Jekyll and Hyde route. Have him like
right.
struggling against this thirst, but like it's overpowering him. And
Mm-hmm.
he's like at the end, like he makes like the choice to like seclude himself. But for the majority of the movie, he him was go as Morbius is the villain for he himself in his human state, like trying to hold it back, but it's just not working, and he's hurting, and that's the
That would
struggle
have
of
been
the
way more
movie.
interesting.
Yeah, but they give him bad guys to fight because he's got to be the hero because we got to have protagonists to make this interesting.
So, so this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. Sony doesn't get it because they're operating from a 90s perspective of filmmaking, right? And this
Mm-hmm.
was evidently shown in the way they handled the X-Men. Now, the X-Men is a license to print money for a movie theater, for a movie studio.
Wait, Sony didn't handle this, man.
Who handled the X-Men? Fox, right?
That was
20th Century Fox.
Fox.
Yes, sorry, I got them confused. Okay, so all right, my point still stands. They're handling it the way Fox handled it. It's almost like they're trying to copy
Mm-hmm.
that blueprint. That
Oh
actually
yeah,
helps me
that
because
worked.
the blueprint for X Men is a license to print money. You have a
Mm-hmm.
hundred different characters. They're all interesting. They all intertwine. They all have their own original stories. They're
With aliens
literally a
in it.
built-in with alien. They're literally a built-in MCU, and you just turn them all into characters like it doesn't make any sense how they did it, but
They
I
put aliens
understand
in
why.
it.
They
I still will never get
they're
over that. They put aliens.
it's stupid. They are aliens. Like, listen, listen,
Yo,
listen.
when they say
Hear
yo,
me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. This is why Sony keeps fucking up. 20th Century Fox stumbled on a superstar with Wolverine. Okay?
mm-hmm.
They stumbled upon a superstar. X-Men has nothing to do with Wolverine as a character. Wolverine is one of the X-Men.
Yes,
Okay? He does not carry the show
he's
at all.
AX. He's not even the leader of the team. Damn it.
He's not even the lead. He's the fucking the monkey and he's the monkey wrench. He's the annoying one the
He's the
whole time.
Vegeta to Cyclops's like Goku.
Goku. Exactly. But Fox realized they stumbled upon a star in I continue to forget this man's name. Hugh Jackman. Uh
There you go.
oh huge Ackman. That's it. I don't know. Is that how you
A
say his
huge
name?
Ackman.
I don't know. I'm trying
A
to
huge Ackman.
listen.
Oh my
All
god.
engagement is good engagement. Okay, comment down below. Um,
What do you
they
call a tall actor? A Ackman.
huge Ackman. Look, they found a huge Ackman, right? So everybody out there is trying to find them a huge Ackman, right? That's what they're trying to find. So that's what Sony is doing. They continue to take these characters and they trying to make a character be a superstar that can just take over the screen and
Mm-hmm.
do this with the claws and that's what they're trying to find. Like, oh, he's
Hey, the
Wolverine.
guy.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. It's like, no, what sells it is the character. The character sells it. It's not the actor. The actor is
Mhm.
supposed to portray the character. So just do the character right and stop trying to find someone that looks like them or sounds like them. Just find someone who can portray the character and write the story right. That's what they're trying to do. And can't find a huge Jackman.
Can't find a huge act, man. That's a huge act to
Venom
follow.
wasn't it. Venom wasn't it. Andrew Garfield wasn't it. Morbius is not it.
I
The
still
quest
want to see a,
continues.
I still want to see a third Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie.
I think they would do a better job this time around, but
Hmm.
yeah.
Like set it after Far Home. I think yeah, that, there, and then
I mean that's
maybe if there's a Sony executive out there, feel free to take our idea for the for how to incorporate Venom properly that my boy Rex over here gave because
oh
you
yeah.
do that and combine it with Amazing Spider-Man 3 and have a darker Andrew Garfield
Just steal.
have to do
Just
battle
steal.
with Venom.
Yeah, just steal.
Just
Just steal. That's all you have to do. Go look at Thor and Loki and make them Venom and Spider-Man and it would work. And then you could do a Spider-Man versus Venom movie. Like that would be blockbuster. Spider-Man
mhm.
versus Venom. Venom is trying to do one thing, Spider-Man is trying to do one thing, and they both keep intertwining with each other. And oh my God, who's gonna win? What's gonna happen? That's what needs to be on the screen, not Venom going into a convenience store cursing out the Chinese lady behind the counter.
Oh my
That's dumb.
god.
Okay, okay, that's not a good idea. The trailer is annoying, and I press skip ad every time it comes on. All right.
Every single time.
Speaking of
You
skip ad, Sonic versus Mario, right? Let's talk about this.
What did that get bad?
What? Because I press skip ad every time. Every time the Sonic movie comes on, I press skip ad.
Whoa,
Okay.
whoa. Because the first one was actually pretty good.
Okay. So this is where we part ways, my friend. Okay. My allegiance comes out. I'm a Nintendo guy. Okay. Through and through. Right. Mario's coming to the big screen. I'm going
You
Mario.
wouldn't be such a Nintendo head if you just knew that one thing, the truth of the matter behind Nintendo.
Hmm.
It would completely
Which is
turn you
what?
off if you knew
Which is what?
that Sega does put Nintendo.
Sega? What is that?
Sega does what Nintendo don't.
They 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 still exist?
They do still. How dare you? All right.
Where's the console? Where's the console? Where's the consoles at?
I'm sorry. Hold
Where are
on.
they
My
at?
Wii U is giving me an alert.
You mean the Switch, the highest selling console of the generation?
It
Have
almost
some
reminds me of
respect
the
for your
Virtual Boy.
listen. Nintendo is like the Golden State Warriors, all right? They have so many chips, people are tired of them. They want to discredit them, but they will not go away because they got
They
Steph
have like
Curry.
players, just like Nintendo has like
Mario is
pretty good
Steph
systems.
Curry, all right? He's gonna hit threes every time, and y'all mad because you can't stop him. All right, I don't care how many
You know,
Halos.
Mario will be coming out soon too.
You know,
And
Smash
I
Bros
bet
was
money
really
the
just
Sonic
like a
movie is gonna be
warning to
doing is
people.
gonna be a lot better than it.
No, it's not. Listen, all right, my loyalty comes out. The Sonic movie looked good the first time around. It was cute. Jim Carrey did his job. It was a
Hmm.
great little fun movie. This movie looks great because it has Knuckles coming out. I'm excited, right?
Hmm. Voiced by
I
Idris
will watch
Elba,
it. I'm
who
excited.
I don't think they told him what character he's playing. He sounds like he's entirely too. Do you really think I need you? And cut. That's a wrap. I'm like, yes, okay. No, no, it's not Blood Diamond. No, I was
Yo.
talking about emeralds and oh dear God.
Yeah. I just hope they keep adding characters in Sonic as they go along. I just want the next Sonic movie to feature Amy and an Amy be voiced by who would Amy be voiced by? Who's an
Amy
Amy?
Amy Sedaris. I forgot what her name.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't know either.
Who the hell is that? Who would play Amy? Will
Who
we get
would play
Scarlett
Amy?
Johansson to play Amy?
No, that's not even a
What?
good fit. That would be
I
the
don't know who would
blandest
play
sounding
Amy.
I just love you, son.
Who? Boring as hell. Who? Who? Who would play Shadow?
Who would play Shadow?
Who
Oh,
would play Shadow?
who would play Shadow?
Who does good voice acting? That's what we really need to think about.
Roger
I got
Craig
one.
Smith.
I got one. I got one. I don't
Who?
know if he plays Shadow, but I just need Chris Rock in it. Chris Rock is a great voice actor.
If Shadow speaks and Chris Rock's voice comes out, not be a single safe person in that movie slapping
What
everybody.
you mean? Listen, all right.
Dude,
I
and
don't
just
know
in
where
his
you think you're
coffin.
going, Sonic. You run all around. Just
Thank
sit
you.
your ass down.
I think you're the fake hedgehog around
I don't know who
here.
he can play. Yeah. He's black, right?
Huh?
No, can't say that one.
I
That's
mean,
racist, even though I'm black. That's
I
racist,
don't,
even though I'm
I,
black.
I don't think you can type black hedgehog.
I'm black. I can't typecast my own people.
Not when it's an animal.
What? Oh, that's bad. My bad. What?
I'll be
Listen, we ain't
damned.
got no listeners yet, all right? We don't got that
I'm
many
mad
listeners.
a black actor has to play
Yep.
Shadow just because he's a black hedgehog and he's also the only hedgehog that uses guns and swears.
And his name is Shadow.
That's the
He's
most
dark.
racist thing I think I've heard this week.
What? Listen, I'm black. It's okay, all right? It's all right.
Oh my
And
god.
anybody who's listening to this, if you snitch, I'm going to know it's you because I get all the statistics, all right?
Man, what if Lou's plot had Sonic versus Shadow executive was like, cancel, change it to Knuckles? You
Change it
cast
to
Idris
Knuckles. That's
Elba
a
as the
fact.
black hedgehog.
Oh my god. That would be, yeah, that's a PR nightmare after they just avoided one. No. All right. So let's get this out. Do you think the Sonic 2 movie is going to be better than the Mario movie when it comes out? That's your opinion.
I'll put it this way. We're going with Sonic's second movie versus Mario's second movie. We gotta go by how their first movies were. And Sonic's first movie, his first like was it's fun, family friendly romp, nice little thing. It was a better version. It was like a more tolerable version of the Alvin and Chipmunks movies, except good.
Okay.
Then you have those first film outing.
Listen, this is a reboot, okay? We got
Reboot.
Anya Taylor-Joy. We got
Mm-hmm.
Queen's Gambit in here. We got Star-Lord. We're doing
Yeah,
good.
Star Lord as
Okay?
Mario.
We got Star-Lord as Mario. Look, it
You
works.
know he,
Star-Lord is
you
Mario.
know
What
he's
is
not doing
Mario?
typical Italian
We got
accent, right?
we got Star-Lord as Mario. What is he gonna collect? Stars.
Mm. Or,
What? I figured it out. That's it. Star-Lord is gonna collect stars. That's why they cast him as Mario. All right.
oh my
And Peach
good
looks
lord.
like a Peach
Now we just need
dresses
Daisy
like a
Ridley to
chess piece.
sign off to play Daisy, and then we'll have your perfect trifecta.
Oh, look at you! You thinking? You thinking, boy? That's why I like you. You thinking? He's thinking. He's thinking.
Lord. Now,
Who's
from what
who's
I read,
Bowser?
huh?
Who's
Play
Bowser?
Bowser?
Oh, who is Bowser? They cast him already, right?
Did they cast him?
I'm gonna pull it up.
Pull that
Mario
up.
movie cast. Oh my god, they did cast. This movie's gonna be way better. Let me pull up the actual link on the stream. This movie's gonna be way better than the Sonic movie just off the cast alone. Now here we go.
We about to see.
Here it goes. Boom.
All right. I see. We got. I can't see that. That's so zoomed. There we go. Jack Black is Bowser.
Jack Black is Bowser. Keenan Michael Key is Toad. Okay.
This
Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong. And Charlie Day is Luigi. It is a wrap. This movie is going to body the Sonic movie. Fuck Idris Elba and all of them over there. Okay,
All right, first
Sonic
of
is
all,
going down. This is the new. This is for us millennials. Okay, this is
why would
our Sonic versus
why are you
Mario now.
voicing Bowser?
He's a perfect Bowser. He looks like Bowser.
Yeah, but then, like when you play a Mario game, is that the voice you expect to be coming out? Wow, Mario.
He should be Wario. He should definitely be Wario. But I'll
Skittish.
right. He should definitely be Wario, but I can live with him as
Oh,
Bowser.
Jack Black with Wario. I can see him
Perfect
like
Wario.
at his fake brother Waluigi. Yeah, man, we gotta scare these people out of their lives.
Listen, he's a perfect Wario, but I will accept him as Bowser. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong is amazing. Only thing is,
So
he smokes weed and not eats bananas. So I guess I don't know.
that would explain that would explain why he would actually go after alligators and try and fight them. Like if that's what they stole instead of bananas, I can understand why you gotta catch his fate.
When does this? This comes out this year. This comes out December.
Oh snap! Oh, it's gonna be the Christmas
Yeah.
event of your living room because I think Netflix is me.
Listen, okay, that's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
Sonic wins
Mario is
automatically. He
gonna
gets a
catch this W.
theatrical release.
No,
That's
nope, nope.
it.
Sorry, nope, nope.
Theatrical release.
You got Jim Carrey. You got the mask. No, that's not
Are
enough.
you telling me that Jim Carrey is
I like the
anything
mask.
except a win in that category?
He is a win as Eggman. He's a win, right? He's a win, but that's it. No one else is a win in that movie. Okay, no one else. You guys talk so much shit
Idris
about the
Elba.
way.
Idris Elba.
No,
There you
that's
go.
not enough. That's not
There
enough.
you go.
That's
The
not
voice
enough. You
actor
got
for
him to
Sonic
play
is
that.
doing really good too.
He's okay.
There you go.
He's okay. You guys saved the movie because it doesn't look like Jumanji anymore, but you know, it definitely looked
God,
like the monkey from
oh
Jumanji.
God, you
Yeah.
remember that original Sonic? Jesus Christ.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh, nightmare fuel.
Mhm. They made their money back, and now they're here to double down. So this looks like it's gonna be interesting, and I'm excited. But mostly, I'm tribal, and I want Mario to kick their ass at the box office. So
Now,
we
I
will
grew up with a
revisit this
Sega
for sure.
Genesis. All right, Mario going
I
down.
grew up. I grew up with a Nintendo. So what you saying?
I'm saying you've been indoctrinated and brainwashed. All right.
We had Street Fighter. What did you have? We had Street Fighter. What did you have?
We have Mortal Kombat with the blood still in it.
That game. We had Mortal Kombat as well.
With the blood still in it.
All right, there was a cheat code to make it green.
Yeah,
All right, leave
yeah,
me alone.
yeah,
There's a
yeah,
cheat code to make
yeah,
it
yeah.
green.
You had to do something in order to see red stuff on the screen.
It was green, and it was perfectly fine being green. Okay, it was a limited amount of color palettes
It's Mortal
acceptable at the time.
Kombat. It was
It's a
little.
color palette thing. All right, that's all. It's just a color palette thing.
I
You
mean,
making a big
it
deal over
wasn't a
color
color
palettes.
thing on. Are you telling me,
Right.
Steven, that
Oh,
Sega
it was
knew
just a
what
loading thing. It was a
Nintendo
loading thing. Mm-hmm.
was loading me?
Yeah.
Well, there.
We can go there. Sonic. How you load with a cartridge? Sega was trash. Anyway, speaking of games. Speaking of games, we got a new
Virtual
One
Boy.
Piece game coming out.
Uh,
It's happening. All right.
uh,
Why did my voice just get raspy like the TikTok?
it's happening. What the
It's
heck?
happening. One Piece
You
game.
sound like a crazy
New One
taxi
Piece.
announcer. Yo, 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 yo.
Listen. All right. Let me pull up this One Piece game because it looked great, and I don't care that you don't watch it. So, this is the game right here.
Yeah, my reaction every time another One Piece thing gets announced.
Is excitement, right?
Bewilderment.
Listen, it's
Look
an
at that
RPG.
void.
It's an RPG that just so happens to use all the character models from the other games that
Is
didn't
that
sell well.
the Going Merry?
No, it's not the Going Merry.
Oh,
It is
yeah,
the
I'm
Thousand Sunny. Okay?
That the Going Merry?
You're not gonna disrespect One Piece like this.
Oh, we're gonna cancel.
Look at the
Today.
characters. Oh, look at the made from Dragon Quest models. Rejected Dragon Quest models.
Unity asset store.
I
And
mean, the game plays like it
mode
uses
use
an
case in
asset
the
pack.
game.
Look,
All
that would
right.
be dope, right? Look, tell me that doesn't look interesting to you.
It looks
Listen, you
like
could go
we
watch the
got.
series right now.
So you're telling
So
me
exciting.
I need to be excited about a man going around in an old black church lady's hat?
Listen,
That's what it
he's
is.
the Pirate King.
Is
That's
he?
enough.
Did he become the Pirate King?
Not yet. If he becomes a Pirate King, the internet will let you know. I promise you.
Yeah, like 15 years.
So it is called One Piece Odyssey. It is coming out soon. It pretty much is the only interesting One Piece game that's come out in a while. I don't know. As someone that's making games, I'm a harsh critic on things like this and
Hmm.
tying games and movie tying games and anime IP games are usually terrible because they put no
True.
effort into them. So I haven't enjoyed a One Piece game, but this one looks interesting. So we'll see. I know a lot of people are excited about it, but really, the most interesting game that has come out since Elden Ring, this is actually something interesting to talk about. That's
Let's
not
see it.
a waste of your time.
Let's see it.
Okay, let
What
me
we got
pull
here?
up.
Well, it's gonna
Let me
melt my heart.
pull up. It's gonna do a lot more. It's gonna do a lot more. I'm gassing it like I've played this game when I haven't.
That's a whole fact. If this trailer gets played, Steven, and this is some super hot garbage,
This is not a trailer. I'm just playing footage here in the background so we can see it. This is
that
Ghost.
shock.
No, this nigga. This is so a game that just came out. Ghostwire Tokyo just dropped a couple of days ago. This game is made by the developers of what is it? Evil Dead? That's not Evil Dead. What's the name of it? Let me look it up. Ghostwire Tokyo. This is why I should prepare things, right?
Be prepared.
Let me look it up just so I have my name correct. The Evil Within, Evil Dead, Evil Within,
Ah, okay.
similar. You know, see how it happened, right? You see how I failed it.
I see how you
The
kind of got those confused.
so the Evil Within is basically a game made by the original creator of Resident Evil 1 and 2,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I don't know if a lot of people know this. I actually was going to make a video on this because I think it's very interesting from a game development perspective, but they were two big developers in the original Resident Evil. One
Mm-hmm.
wanted to make the game very slow, and you see how there's this slow movement in the original Resident Evil,
Mm-hmm.
right? He likes that type of movement. He likes the slow, methodical, resource-based horror games. That's what he originally liked. He left the company, and years later, he made The Evil Within, which plays like the original Resident Evil games, right?
Hmm.
This is his new game outside of The Evil Within. So this game has been in development for a couple of years. So you could think of this as like a spiritual successor to Resident Evil 2 in a
Interesting.
way, right? So of course it's not directly trying to be from the series, but in terms of the mechanics and the style and the design philosophy is very similar.
Mm-hmm.
It just has this like Neo Tokyo horror vibe to it, and it looks very interesting. So I'm excited to give this game a try. Games like this are important because people need to do interesting shit. You know what I mean? You can't just
True.
keep making the same games over and over again. So I will accept anything interesting and new. So, what is your take on this from what you were just informed on?
I like the part where his eyeball disappears.
Wait, what? You don't care at all, do you? You wouldn't pay $70 for this? No?
$70?
You know what we're gonna do?
No.
We're gonna do a segment where you give me a price on every game. What price would you pay for this?
$40.
$40 at the most. You'll pay. So what is that? What is
Probably.
that rating? Give me a rating. Give me a rating. 40
From
bucks
just
is what?
just off of this gameplay that I'm seeing here. $40.
40
It looks
bucks.
like it looks like an indie title.
Oh god, that's disrespectful. As
I
an indie developer,
mean,
that's
indie titles look like
disrespectful.
really good nowadays.
don't put the bar that high for us. Okay, don't do that.
Oh Lord.
It looks like an interesting game, but I think that's all I'll show of it. So I'm excited for that. What else in video games do we have? Elden Ring is still running the fucking table out here.
Mhm.
There's a new shooting game called Psycho Frontier. That's a battle royale. It looks interesting. Other than that, I don't really care too much. I'm still playing Elden Ring.
Yeah,
Great
we
game.
are. Man, I haven't had a game that I've actually wanted to sink my teeth into for a hot minute.
So what that's the I'm glad I wrote that topic down because I want to know what would you be interested to see coming up?
Hmm. The one game that I'm curious about seeing, because I'm not even sure what's going to be on the horizon, quite honestly. We'll get to why in a minute. But the one game that I'm curious about seeing is Sonic Rangers, I think it's called.
Yes, that looks good.
Yeah,
That
it's
looks
an
good.
open world Sonic game. I'm interested in seeing how an open world Sonic game handles because I've never had that happen before. And usually Sonic is about tight level design
Correct.
and get to the goal ring as creatively as possible. I'm not sure if you can in a free roaming environment, but we'll see.
Right.
That's like
It's
the
interesting
only
you mentioned that. That's always going to present a design challenge to change up mechanics from one to the other.
true.
It's I was gonna do. I keep saying I was gonna do. I want to actually do these videos so I can point you to them.
Uh huh.
But the Kirby game that just came out is a 3D platformer, and Kirby has never been a 3D platformer before. So Nintendo did a dev diary talking to the developers about how they made that change, and it's really
Uh huh.
interesting. It presents a lot of changes in how they have to do things. And Sonic is gonna be interesting how they do that as well. I
True.
think overall there's a lot of gritty, dark, uh, horror type games, and I just need something lighthearted nowadays. So that would
Yeah.
be a welcome game to see. That would be a welcome game to see. Have you seen the Halo series yet? Yes or no?
I'm not. I'm not
Do
giving
you plan
Paramount
to?
money.
What did they do to you? That's really what I want to know.
I'm sorry. Cut out a little bit. What you said?
No, I said, what did they do to you? That's what I want to know.
This bastardized
You can't hear me.
SpongeBob.
You can't hear me, can you? Hello.
I can you.
You can hear me. Okay, okay.
Can
I thought I
you
was
hear me?
on. Yeah, I could hear you, but I didn't think you could hear me. All right. So we're done with games. Briefly, we could look over anime. Nothing really interesting going on with anime right now. I will pull up the like new and interesting stuff and see if there's anything interesting to talk about, but not really. I know that this Japanese title here is Shield Hero 2. Okay, I'm not gonna try to read it. I could
Mm-hmm.
read it. I don't want to. This is Shield Hero Season 2. It's dropping in April. Shield Hero 1 was pretty good. Season 2 is coming out. But really, Chainsaw Man coming out. All right, that's the one you need to watch out for. I'm looking for Spy Family, but Chainsaw Man is the next joint that you're gonna be hearing about, like you heard about Attack on Titan, and like you heard about One Punch Man.
Mm-hmm.
Chainsaw Man come out. I'm telling y'all now, get on it. It's gonna be good. I'm not saying it's the greatest, but it's gonna be good. Trust me, it's fire. All right, that's what I will say. But other than that, anything
We will
interesting with
see.
anime?
Not really. I was on break last week, so we resume on Sunday.
Resume on Sunday. Why'd they take a break
Yeah.
now though? It's so weird what they're doing. As
I
somebody
don't
that read the
know.
manga, it's so weird what they're doing. It's like they're building up
It feels
for
like.
for. I think they put all of their budget into a certain scene coming up that
Uh huh.
is probably delaying a
Yeah.
lot of
Don't
stuff.
don't you dare.
I'm just saying, get the tissues ready. Yeah, I think we good on that. You have anything else you want to talk about today? I know two pieces of news that I have written down here. Breath of the Wild 2 got delayed. That game is coming out, I think, next year now. It was supposed to come out this year, so that sucks. Nintendo is kind of lacking now. I don't know what else
Mm,
they're gonna drop. And it's funny because E3 got canceled as well in terms of a physical event, so
that's
it's
crazy.
virtual now. Yeah,
Oh no,
I
no, they
always.
canceled the virtual show.
Oh, did they? They canceled both.
Mhm. Yeah,
Damn.
they
So
canceled
what?
both.
So what the hell's gonna happen now? That's what I'm saying. Like, where do we just have to pay attention now as a fan base? Like, where are they gonna give us all of our info in one place now?
Well,
Damn.
well,
What if there
I-
was a place that you could get all your info at one time and not have to go check around? You know,
well, it's good
something you
to that because NordVPNs are.
no. Well, you know what I'm saying? If there was a place you could just click and listen, and just learn everything you needed to learn, that would be
Indeed,
crazy, right? You know,
the
somebody
unfinished
has to make it. The E3 podcast. I mean, oops.
shameless plug.
Last thing on the list, Street Fighter 6 got announced a couple of weeks ago. It looked terrible. We're kind of excited, but we kind of don't care.
I'm not even big
That's
into
it.
fighting games, so I never cared.
I'm excited because Street Fighter is probably the biggest company that puts money into like esports and stuff like that. So if
Huh?
they're announcing a new game, they're gonna put money behind it. There's gonna be sponsorships and tournaments, and I'm excited. It's always fun to watch, at the very least. So I think that's it. I'm cool.
I think so.
We had a lot of Moon Knight talk.
Oh yeah,
How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right. So I think we can go ahead and play the outro, and we can get on out of here.
All right, let's get
Another
it.
another another episode in the books. I'm still waiting on Harry Potter news, so there's that. But
Eventually, it's
yeah,
coming down the pipeline, but we gotta wait and see.
yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, and we are out of here. We are gone.